Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. A very, very warm welcome. I hope all is set. You've come prepared revising the entire isomerism, be it structural isomerism or stereoisomerism. We have not done conformational isomerism. So today I'm not going to bring questions of conformational isomerism, but what awaits you are power-packed questions based on isomerism, left, right, and center. Come what may, we should be prepared for any kind of question that comes from isomerism. So I hope everything is audible, everything is visible. Sab Changa, Mohammed, Shlok, Himanshu. Am I audible? Visible? All cool? Chalo, great. Thank you so much for the good to go. Super. All right. कन्फर्मेशनल तो हमने कुछ भी नहीं किया, कॉन्फिगरेशनल किया है, कॉन्फॉर्मेशनल नहीं किया है, कन्फर्मेशनल तो कुछ भी नहीं होता है, राइट? वॉइस इज स्लो. Is it just for you, Himanshu, or I mean, how would Himanshu tell? Others would have to tell. Is it fine? All good? करें स्टार्ट, शुभारंभ करें. पावर पैक्ड क्वेश्चंस आपके सामने रेडी होने वाले हैं. बस जल्दी से good to go दो. Everybody should be ready with a pen and a paper. Get ready with the notebook. All right? And कितने सवाल है? 50. समय कितना है? Almost, let's assume 1.5 hour में we will tackle them, right? So 1.5 hour, I mean 90 minutes, 50 questions should be doable, right? The questions will be a mix of everything, Achal. It can be previous year questions. It may not be previous year questions. So we will find out. Okay. So I hope everybody is ready with the notebook, with the pen, with the mindfulness, with the alertness, and with the revision that we have done so far. So there are certain things about diastereomers, about biphenyl system, about cumulines which are left, which we will do along with the questions now. So we will see how much you're set, how much you're ready going ahead. Let's get started. Question number 1, guys, in front of you. The question says, which of the following is our functional isomers of methyl ethanoate? Clearly, it's a question which can be a multiple select question, MSQ, correct? More than one answer can be correct, so be very, very mindful, okay? First, you have to decode the name. Methyl ethanoate, ये क्या है? फिर आओ बताओ कि कौन कौन से options हैं. Okay, I can see something. Options are gone. Now it should be fine, right? Dheeraj, present moment, I'll answer what you're asking in the end of the session. Okay? Okay. Which of the following is our functional isomers of methyl ethanoate? आपके पास है मिथाइल इथेनोएट. ये हुआ. I hope everybody understands methyl ethanoate, right? So make sure you check that all the options have final carbons as the same, final hydrogens as the same. The molecular formula has to be same. Okay? So be mindful of that. Be careful about that. चलो ये बताओ कितने कार्बन है? 1 2 3 कार्बन्स, 3 4 5 6 हाइड्रोजन्स, 2 ऑक्सीजन्स, राइट? 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. So this is fine, and there is OO, so A has to be the correct answer. What about this? This is an ether and this is an aldehyde. These are two functional groups, but let's find out the formula. 3 carbons, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. So this is also right. AB is also right. What makes you say that B is not right? If you're talking about C, you can see 3 carbons, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hydrogens, 2 oxygens. अच्छा आंसर बेटा सही कर रहे होते ना तो मेरे को इतना स्लो जाने की जरूरत पड़ती नहीं. Even C is a functional isomer. Why? Because you have an aldehyde and an alcohol. That is also possible. What about this? This is ketone and alcohol, multiple functional groups. So what? Right? Like I said, read the question ka framing very carefully. We are preparing for JEE as a whole here. Read the language of the question properly, bacha party. Okay? Like I said, it is a multiple select question in the starting only because the language of the question is such. So if you see D, 3 carbons, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. So even this is right, right? All are different functional groups. So more than one functional group isomers are possible. Okay? Chalo. So none of you have given the right answer. And those who are very much stuck to the concept that मेरे को JEE Mains ही निकालना है, please make sure if you're not liking the questions which are hand-picked, beautifully conveys all the concepts, the agenda is revision of everything that we have done. Right? So make sure MSQ अगर सही कर रहे हो, integer type सही कर रहे हो, MCQ कभी गलत हो ही नहीं सकते. All right, moving on. Now, next question for you. Option number A, you can see is this. अच्छा, थोड़ा सा bonds इधर उधर हो गए. This is a double bond like this. Please make sure you understand. So this is option A, this is option B, this is option C, this is option D. So I think the option, it has gone a little haywire, but understandable, right? While downloading some, but I think, yeah, now it is a fix. So everybody, AB dekh lo. Again, it can be an MSQ because is in R. I want you to understand the language very carefully. Look at this, A, B, C, D. Charo options dekh lo. Answers can be more than one correct. If I have to make it an simple MCQ, you would see if you understand this, MCQ is like a child's play for you. A, B, C, D, check it out very carefully, okay? Okay. So dashboard is saying B. Kanav is saying A. Dashboard is now saying B and A. Daksh is saying A and B. Shlok is saying A, C and D are incorrectly matched. Okay, that is what you have to tell, incorrectly matched. Zest equation is saying A, C and D. All right, A, C and D. We'll find out. Hasan is saying A and C. A and C. All right, let's see. Kanav is saying A and C. Shivang is saying D. Shaurya is saying C and D. Okay. Shall we check? देखते हैं कितने बच्चे सही है यहाँ तक. I'm sure you can see that the carbons are same. Right? The parent chain is also same. It's a 4-membered chain. So it is but 2-ene if you see. So it is 1,2-dimethyl butene, and this is 2,3-dimethyl. So 2,3-dimethyl butene, and this is 2,3-dimethyl but 1-ene. Clearly, what is happening? It is a position isomer. The position is changing. The chain is absolutely same. So it is incorrectly matched. Position isomer should have been right. So A becomes our answer because we had to find out incorrectly matched. Okay, option B. It is saying identical. So if you see Cl is here and Br is here, so I will start my numbering from here according to the alphabetical rule. 1 bromo 4 chloro cyclohexane, and here also I will start my numbering from here. 1 bromo 4 chloro cyclohexane, both are absolutely identical. This is correct. See, positional isomer, if you see, our chains here are different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our main chain, principal chain is of 5 carbon. Here, principal chain is of 4 carbons. So you see, this is not a positional isomer. Rather, it's a chain isomer. If you see the option number D, you can see there is in one ether functional group, in the other one alcohol functional group. Clearly, it's not going to be metamer but functional isomer. So, out of this, which is correctly matched? Only one is correctly matched, option number B. Rest all are incorrectly matched. Moral of the story, let's understand reading in between the lines. What is reading in between the lines? Making yourself so strong for the questions that come what may, agar मैं इसका framing MCQ type कर देती, which is correctly matched, then also you should have been able to give me the answer. अगर मैंने इसको मल्टीपल सेलेक्ट किया देन ऑल्सो यू शुड बी एबल टू गिव मी एन आंसर. अगर मैंने इसको बनाया होता मैच द कॉलम देन ऑल्सो यू शुड हैव बीन एबल टू गिव मी द आंसर. द ब्यूटी ऑफ MSQ इज इट ओपन्स योर माइंड in a different dimension altogether, and that is what the agenda is. So A, C and D becomes the right answer for this question. Cool? Buck up, guys. Make sure most of you are giving the right answer, okay? Let's make it a healthy competition. अपने दोस्तों को भी बुला लो. Make this a very constructive time for you. Level is just going to enhance, I promise. Ready for the next one? Chalo. Question number 3. Better that you answer, write the number and then your answer, okay? Which of the following compounds are functional isomers? Question number 3. You write your answer. Dashboard, I would have loved to do the Menti, but here I can't afford to see the leaderboard after every question and decide. That will take a lot of time. We have 50 questions to do. That works well for less number of questions. है ना? नहीं, Achal, D is not a metamer. When you have alcohol, if you remember, Achal, you need to have a bivalent functional group, a polyvalent functional group, and alcohol is not a polyvalent functional group. You need to have different alkyl groups on either side of the functional group. Having H on one side will make a different functional group altogether, right? So it is not going by the priority order. It is that OH is not a metamer at all, right, Achal? Okay. Are you done with A and B? Shall we see option C and D? Which of the following are functional isomers? A, B, C and D. Check out all the options, Bacha Party. A, B, C, D. Check the options once again. Be mindful, be in the present moment. If in doubt, take a deep breath in and exhale. Shaurya help नहीं करते हैं, ठीक है? Shlok, let's not help. Let's just answer for ourselves. Logic we will see later. So question number 3, time is up. Bacha Party, I'm sure you're able to count like most of the students who are helping also. There are 4 carbons here. Here there are 3 carbons. Please do not fall in the trap of the examiner. Paap hai ye paap. Kuch kam nahi hai. This is paap. Answering this as a functional isomer is a paap. And nobody is going to commit paap. कोई पाप commit नहीं करेगा. A is not a functional isomer. It is not an isomer altogether. What is the relation? It's a, you can say homologue, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons here. But here it's hydrogen. Here it is ketone. Here this means this is an aldehyde. So yes, we have two different functional groups. One is a ketone and one is an aldol. So B becomes the answer. Right? So Prince, आपका आंसर तो पहले ही गलत हो गया क्योंकि A is not a functional isomer. हसीन, B बिल्कुल करेक्ट है. C और D चेक करते हैं. If you see 1, 2 and 3, 3 carbons here, 1, 2 and 3, 3 carbons here. Hydrogens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hydrogens here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hydrogens here. If you see 1 oxygen here, 1 oxygen here, they are not isomers. बच्चा पार्टी isomers है ही नहीं. The molecular formula is not same. The first and foremost condition is you need to have the same molecular formula. So C cannot be your answer. कह रही हूँ तभी आप हर चीज को MSQ सोच के करोगे तो दिमाग बहुत ज्यादा खुलेगा. So that you can think of every option. MCQ means the moment you have found out one single correct means the moment you've found out the correct answer, you're done. Your job is done. You can just take a chill pill. But that's not what we want. We do not want you to take a chill pill. We want you to prepare yourself to such an extreme level that come what may, you should be ready for it. So C cannot be your answer. D. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. अगर मैंने बस इसको flip कर दिया, if you see, this is methyl and the 2 carbons, so ethanoate. If you see, ये जो O के साथ जुड़ा होता है उसको हम पहले लिखते हैं. This is also methyl and then we write this वाला part which is connected to this as an entire part counting the number of carbons with O8. So this is also ethanoate. This is identical बच्चा party. So this cannot be your answer again. So what becomes the answer? Option B becomes the answer. So Gaurav gave right answer. D is identical, so answer is B only. Achal said good. So there were very few students who gave me B as the answer. Rest all of you, buck up, come on. Question number 4 your way. Which of the following is the correct relationship? Okay, dekh lo sare compounds bacha, then I'll show you the options. These are the 4 compounds. Check them out. Option number A says 1 and 2 are functional isomers. 1, 2 कह रहा है functional isomers. Option number B कह रहा है second and fourth are metamers. Second और fourth कह रहा है metamers. First and fourth कह रहा है position isomers. One and 3 कह रहा है chain isomers. बताओ. This can also be MSQ. Multiple answers can be correct. Be careful, okay? I want you to think of every option possible. Hence, I'm not going to give you MCQ. I want you to think of every option. Okay. बनवारी लाल क्या बात है. बनवारी लाल जी कह रहे हैं, अपने आप ही जी लगाने का मन कर रहा है. ऑप्शन बी. RSS कह रहे हैं ऑप्शन ए. श्लोक इज सेइंग बी एंड डी. मोहम्मद ओमर इज सेइंग बी एंड डी. सौम्या इज सेइंग बी. Zest equation is saying A and D. Shivang A, B and C. Kanav A and D. Rishi C. Okay, I can see a lot of varied answers. अलग-अलग answers मुझे दिख रहे हैं. बच्चा पार्टी याद है amines की different degrees are nothing but functional isomers. This is a 1 degree amine. This is a 2 degree amine. This is a 1 degree amine. And this is a 2 degree amine. So if we are talking about functional isomers, first and second, since these are different degrees of amine, we can say they are functional isomers. A is absolutely correct. Option B, second and fourth are metamers. Second and fourth. Both are 2-degree amines, and you can see there are different alkyl groups on the either side. You need to have a bivalent functional group, which is the case, and it has different alkyl groups on either side. So B is also correct. A and B. C, first and fourth. First is a 1-degree amine and fourth is a 2-degree amine, so they cannot be position isomers. FMCP yaad rakhna, they are functional isomers first. Okay, so we will call them functional isomers rather than calling them positional isomers. They're not positional isomer. It's not that the position is changing. The entire functional group is changing. So C cannot be your answer. First and third are chain isomers. So both are 1-degree amine if you see. If you see, both are 1-degree amine. Okay, so here the chain is of 6 carbon, that too a cycloring, and here it is of the 2 carbons, an allyl cyclic. So are these different chains? Yes, they are. So D is also correct. Brilliant question, and I can see A, B, and D has been given by very few. Only after explaining you guys are giving me the answer. Huh? Not done. The prep is not going too well, it seems. So buckle up, everybody. I hope that it is clear that A, B, and D becomes the right answer here. And if in doubt, make sure, early, chalo. Make sure you're creating your own leaderboard, you're creating your own reality check. And at the end of the day, you tell me out of 50 questions, honestly, by keeping a hand on your heart, without lying, you have to tell me how many questions you've done correct at the end. So please monitor yourself. पाप लगेगा अगर तुमने मुझे गलत बताया कि मैम मेरे 50 में से 50 सही है. Create a healthy atmosphere. I hope you have joined in, whosoever was supposed to join in. If you joined late, out of 48, let's say if you joined in now, तो अपने अब जैसे 5th question पे आ रहे हैं हम, तो 45 में से अपने आप को marks दे लेना. Right? But I want a reality check at the end of the class. All right? Ready for the next one? Different degree amide and amine are different functional group, but alcohols are not. Aditya Vikram, yes. Why so? Alcohols नहीं है क्यों? वहाँ पे आप degree of carbon change कर रहे हो. Degree of alcohol is an outcome of degree of carbon. Right? But here, it is the different atom altogether. जहाँ पे nitrogen involved है तो वो carbon involved नहीं है. So that is why it is only with amine and amide. But when we have alcohol and phenol, alicyclic, I hope you remember Aditya Vikram. When we have phenol, let's say, and when we have this kind of a relationship, OH here and a CH3 here and an alicyclic alcohol like this, they are also functional isomers if you remember. ये हम पढ़ चुके हैं. Right? चलो. Ma'am, since its weightage is less, किसने कह दिया सौम्या? Pick up JEE advanced question and you would know if it's less or not. Pick up JEE mains paper without any, I think, hiatus, without any gap, without any break, without any absence. Every year there has been one question, and out of 25, if one question is from this topic, how can you say the weightage is less? And advanced ka to hero hai ye topic. So no, not buying this. So accuracy is less. Accuracy isko maintain karni hai because going forward also this is going to help you out when you do other top topics of organic chemistry. Chale? Next question, question number 5. What is the correct relationship between the following compounds? I have done this kind of a question umpteen number of times in my class. In fact, I have fallen down also on the floor when you gave me an incorrect answer, if you remember. So this cannot go wrong this time. It has to be a rapid fire. Come on. What is the correct relationship between the following compounds? Shaurya, 5th question का A. Okay, chain isomers you're saying. Tushar is saying C, functional isomers. Shlok is saying A. Soumya is saying C. Kanav is saying A. Nadeem is saying C. Chalo, let's see. Time is up. If you see, okay, Achal is saying A. If you see, we have a carbon containing functional group. If we have a carbon containing functional group, then we have 7 carbons in the parent chain here, and this is also carbon containing functional group. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in the parent chain. The chains are different. If you see, one has a parent chain of 7 carbons, one has a parent chain of 5 carbons. By no means it can be functional isomer because both are nitrile groups only. It is not NC, it is CN only. So it has to be chain isomers. What you can get confused is it can be considered positional isomers, how you were doing it in the class, but no, now you know. Hana? So Qasim, B cannot be your answer. I hope you got that. Position is not changing. It's a carbon containing functional group. So start your numbering from there. Functional group वो लोग होते हैं जहां वो लगते हैं line वहीं से शुरू होती है. Okay? So line वहीं से शुरू हो रही है. FMCP लगाना ही नहीं है श्लोक. यहाँ पे क्या लगाना है? अमिताभ बच्चन की लाइन लगानी है. जहां पर फंक्शनल ग्रुप खड़ा होगा लाइन वहीं से लगेगी. Right? So A becomes the answer. Question number 6 on your screens now. Very quick. Buckle up. Which of the following pairs does not represent isomers? It is an MSQ. Multiple answers can be correct. So be very mindful and give me every possibility of the right answer. Do not mark yourself answers on the basis of partial answering, okay? Only give yourself full marks if the options that you're providing, all of them are answers. So Ganesh is saying A, Soumya is saying A, Krish is saying B, Qasim is saying A, Kanav is saying A and B, Krish is saying A, Shlok Parekh is saying A and B, RSS A, Tushar A, Kanav A and B, okay. Ganesh A and B, Shaurya A and B, Nadeem A and B, Ganesh A and B. Answers are changing, I can see. Okay, answers are changing. Okay. चलिए, obviously ये चमक रहा है बच्चा पार्टी. 2 कार्बन है यहाँ पे, 1 2 3 कार्बन है. They are homologues and they are not isomers. If you see here, so which of the following does not represent isomers? So they are not isomers, they are homologues. So A is correct. If you see this, 2 3 4 carbons हैं. I'm sorry. कार्बन्स 2 हैं, 2 3 4 हाइड्रोजन्स 4 हैं, ऑक्सीजन 1 है, 3 4 5 6. कार्बन्स 2 हैं बट हाइड्रोजन्स 6 हैं. So these are also homologues. So B also becomes your answer. C, if you see 1 2 3 4 and here 1 2 3, so this becomes a chain isomer, right? Right? Chalo. So D cannot be your answer, A and B becomes your answer. Simple, easy peasy. Right? कितना पैम्परिंग पसंद है तुम लोगों को? Such pampered students. Oh my goodness gracious, God help. Question number 7 coming your way. Which of the type of isomerism is observed between 1 and 2? CH3, CH2, NH, CHO, CH3, CH, उसके लगा हुआ है NH2 और CHO. Chain, positional, functional, meta. Quick, quick, quick. Come on. Kanav is saying C, RSS C, Ganesh is saying functional, that means C. Tushar is saying B, that means positional. Krish is saying A, Soumya C, Ekta Dhaya C, Nadeem is saying functional C, Kanav C, Kasim C, Achal A. I'm going to call you Vikram, Adya Vikram Sahab, okay. C. Tushar C. All right. So I'm sure this is high definition, crystal clear, that one is this kind of a group, CH3, CH2, CONH. So this is an amide kind of a system only. But if you see this is an amine and an aldehyde, different functional group. So they have to be functional isomers. So please see, the right answer to this question is option C, right? Amines with different degrees is functional group. So here it is not amine only, this is NHCHO, right? If you remember, this is an amide functional group, CONH. Right? With N. So this is N-amide. The alkyl chain is attached to N, so we call it amides, N-amide. But here, this is amine and aldehyde. Right. And there is aldehyde also. So C becomes the answer. Okay. So this one was given right by most of you. So buckle up. Next one has to be done very quickly. Bombard me with the right answer. Quickly. Chalo. Chain भी हो सकता है, chain नहीं हो सकता है. जैसे ही आपको functional दिखा, you will not go with chain. Of course, you will go, functional group से different है ना बच्चा. So you will not say chain isomer. FMCP please याद रखिए. Question number 8. The compounds A and B are related as? पहली चीज हमेशा ये जरूर चेक कर लेना कि आइसोमर्स है भी या नहीं. आइसोमर्स अगर नहीं है तो ज्यादा दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. चेक करना, अगर CH2 से चेंज हो रहा है तो फिर आपका जो कंपाउंड होगा वो होमोलोग होगा. So I'm sure the moment you see there is a bifunctional group, you check for metamerism. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon methyl here, and you have this 2-degree alkyl here, right? I can say secondary, or you can call it propyl group, है from here, but it is not N-propyl, this is isopropyl. But if you see this one, here and here we have ethyl and ethyl, so it has to be metamerism. So metamers, B becomes the answer. B, metamerism. अच्छा, both A, chain बोलेंगे नहीं, chain नहीं बोलेंगे इसे, क्यों? हम हमेशा आंसर करेंगे on the basis of FMCP. ओके, मैंने आपको बोला था ये वाला क्लास का ही सवाल है, क्लास में से ही मैंने निकाला था ये सवाल. अगर आप बी मार्क करेंगे, nobody can say it is wrong because it is like अगर आप आपको मैं बोल रही हूँ, think of it that you're a billionaire. Okay, I'm saying you're a billionaire. So is that by default that you are a millionaire? Understood? तो अगर मैं इसको मेटामर बोल रही हूँ, मतलब आई हैव ऑलरेडी असाइंड इट वन थिंग. आप अब नेक्स्ट लेवल पे नहीं सोचना है. ऐसे सवाल में मेटामेरिज्म इफ यू आर गिविंग शुड बी राइट. आई शुडंट कॉल इट चेन बिकॉज वन हैज ऑलरेडी सुपरसीडेड. सो द आंसर that has gone right in the key for this particular question, and this was asked I think in one of the online examinations, the answer has gone as B. So I've explained this in the class also. Okay, so go by FMCP in order to decide. And ऊपर इसके ये भी था रिंग चेन और टॉटोमेरिज्म, ये आराम से पता चल जाते हैं. तो रिंग चेन, टॉटोमेरिज्म, RT, FMCP, यहाँ पे भी स्ट्रक्चरल में यही वाले हम यूज कर रहे हैं बिकॉज टॉटोमेरिज्म अभी तक मैंने सवाल नहीं दिया एक भी. तो M will supersede chain. आपको लग सकता है कि डिफरेंट चेन है, बट या we'll go with the metamerism as our answer, right? Though you may feel that, okay, the chains are also different, Hana? But, I mean, of course, chain can be the answer, but the answer which has gone right for this question, and this has come in the one of the online examination, I do not remember the year, it is coming from the class only, and I explained it in the class also कि D correct कर रहे हो तो भी मिल रहा था answer आपको सही, A करोगे तो answer सही कभी नहीं मिलेगा, right? So I think for this question, make sure you go with FMCP rule, right? चलो, हाँ देखो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ था ना, डिस्प्यूट यही हुआ था, बच्चे चले गए थे कि मैम ये ए और बी भी आंसर होना चाहिए, बट जो एनटीए ने आंसर निकाला था वो मेटामेरिज्म के लिए निकाला था. मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी, आई वांट टू रीइंफोर्स दिस ट्रिक ऑफ एफएमसीपी आउट हियर, ओके? बट अगर आप सिर्फ ए करोगे, आंसर विल बी 100% रॉन्ग. डी करोगे तो फिर हाँ कोर्ट तक जाओ और आंसर अपना सही ले लो, क्योंकि चेन तो है, राइट? चलो, question number 9. Which of the following is are not metamers of ethyl propanoate? पहले तो decode करो नाम, फिर इसका काम. Which of the following is not metamers of? कौन metamer नहीं है? गौरी गोयल, good morning. What are metamers? So I am not going to teach anything that I have already done. This is a reinforcement of whatever we have done. So please make sure you go through the list. The playlist is ready. You can search the playlist as Organic Chemistry JE 2024. Nitika ma'am, you will find the playlist and it will have all the sessions we have done so far. Is polymerization a type of isomers? Polymerization बच्चा एक reaction है. विक्रम, this is just a reaction जिसमें carbons बढ़ जाएंगे. तो अगर बढ़ जाएंगे तो how can it be an isomer, right? So I do not know where this question is coming from. Okay, Kanav is saying A, B and C. Okay, RSS is saying C. Shaurya is saying A and B. Soumya is saying C. RSS has added A also in the answer now and given the answer as A and C. Chemistry lover is here and chemistry lover is giving us answer as option C. Chalo. Ethyl, that means C2H5. Propanoate, that means CH3, CH2, C double bond O, O. So you call this O se attached wala part first, ethyl, and then you count the total number of carbons which are attached to C double bond O, COO, right? COO se jo bhi attach hai, jitne number of carbons, 3 hai to prop, and then you add propane for 3 carbons and O8. So ethyl propanoate, you have this particular molecule. So if you see here, we have COOH, that means it's going to be a functional group change. And if you have a different functional group, we will not say they are metamers. So A is not a metamer, right? Correct? What is changing? The functional group itself is changing. We are looking for metamers. Okay. Here also, if you see, this is COOH. Again, this is a functional isomer because the functional group has changed. This is O8. This is ester. So one is ester, one is carboxylic acid. So both are functional isomers. Here also you see what is happening. We have 1, 2 and 3. 3 carbons, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbons. They are not isomers. They are not isomers only. So C is also right. In fact, D, if you see CH3, COO, C3H7, this is correct. And C, अब इसी को मैं ऐसे लिख दूं. Okay, I am writing it like this. CH3 here and 4 carbons here. So are these two Metamers, yes, they are. So that's what is in D. So flip side of the question can be which of the following is metamer? Answer would be D. But I just made it, I didn't want you to just think of one option. I wanted you to think of all the options. Hence, I have created an MSQ kind of a question. I hope this is clear. Okay, ready for the milestone question. I hope ABC, most of you gave right. Kanav has given ABC. Shaurya also, I can see ABC. Shlok, ACD, ACB. ये कैसे आंसर दिया? ABC होता है ना? Chemistry lover ABC. Right? Okay, can you please give me some suggestions to remember name reaction? Soumya, present moment, please. We'll come to it when we come to it, huh? Chalo, next one. Tautomerism coming your way. Which of the following compounds has a negligible enol content? Speed up. Buckle up, speed up. Question number 10, your answer. Prish is saying C. Kanav is saying A. You have to just tell one answer because it is already saying out of all which has the negligible enol content. Okay, so Krish C, Kanav A, chemistry lover C, Tanish A, Tushar A, Shaurya is saying not sure. हाँ, तो ये क्लियर है. बी में सबसे ज्यादा इनॉल कंटेंट है बिकॉज ऑफ द इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. राइट? अगर मैं यहाँ के हाइड्रोजन्स हटाऊं और यहां ले जाऊं तो इज इट क्लियर दैट हमारे पास इस तरीके का मॉलिक्यूल बनेगा कि OH यहां आ गया, यहां पे डबल बॉन्ड ऑक्सीजन है, यहां पे डबल बॉन्ड आ गया, यहां पे भी इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग पॉसिबल है. और मैंने आपको बताया था जहां पे भी इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग पॉसिबल है वहां पे इनॉल कंटेंट ज्यादा होगा. सिर्फ बी और सी में यहाँ पे दे आर फार अपार्ट दैट देयर इज एनी पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ इनॉल कंटेंट. सो व्हेनेवर देयर इज नो पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ aromatization coming in or there is no possibility of this thing, we can say if there is no possibility of intramolecular hydrogen bonding or aromaticity then enol content will be low, so A becomes the answer. Correct? So जो लॉजिक आपने बी में लगाया वही लॉजिक सी में है. देयर इज इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग, सो ए बिकम्स द आंसर. करेक्ट? चलो, रेडी फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 ऑन योर स्क्रीन नाउ. द सेकेंड कंपाउंड हैज लेस इनॉल कॉन्टेंट इन विच ऑफ द गिवन पेयर्स? जल्दी से देखो. ऑप्शन ए देख लो, ऑप्शन बी देख लो, ऑप्शन सी देख लो, ऑप्शन डी देख लो. क्या कह रहे हैं? द सेकेंड कंपाउंड हैज लेस इनॉल कॉन्टेंट इन विच ऑफ द गिवन पेयर. सबके इनॉल बना लो. ठीक है, जैसे इसका इनॉल बना लिया और इसका इनॉल बना लिया. सेकेंड कंपाउंड हैज लेस इनॉल कंटेंट इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स? सिमिलरली यहां पे भी वही काम कर लिया. Once this is done, you can tell. So Shlok is saying A, C and B. It will be better for me if you can give me the question number and then your answer, बच्चा पार्टी. ज़्यादा बेहतर होगा मेरे लिए. Question number and then your answer. Kanav is saying C, D. C or D. द सेकेंड कंपाउंड का इनॉल कम होना चाहिए फर्स्ट से. सी और डी आंसर आ रहा है मेरे पास. Yeah. This is an MSQ. Consider all questions as MSQ unless and until mentioned otherwise. मैं चाह रही हूं आप हर क्वेश्चन पे सोचें क्योंकि ओके सो इज इट क्लियर दैट हमारे पास अगर मैं कंपेयर करूं एक एली साइक्लिक सिस्टम इस तरीके का और एक साइक्लिक इन सो दिस हाउ डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस इज लुक फॉर द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ एल्कीन अगर आप स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ एल्कीन को देख लोगे आपको समझ में आ जाएगा ये वाली जो स्टेबिलिटी है और ये वाली जो स्टेबिलिटी आउट ऑफ दिस इज मोर स्टेबल राइट द साइक्लिक सिस्टम द एंडो system is more stable more substituted also this alkene is more substituted do you see एक यहाँ से भी एक यहाँ से भी it is more substituted alkene this is a terminal alkene so this one is more stable जितना ज़्यादा stable उतना ज़्यादा relatively बनना चाहेगा तो ये ज़्यादा बनना चाहेगा as compared to the other one hence A will be your answer similarly B में आप देख लो हमारे पास दो बॉन्ड्स आ रहे हैं विच इज इन कॉन्जुगेशन सो जैसे ही कॉन्जुगेटेड सिस्टम आपको दिख रहा है द मोमेंट यू सी अ कॉन्जुगेटेड सिस्टम दैट इज गोइंग टू बी मोर स्टेबल राइट सो यहाँ पे दिस सेकेंड कंपाउंड बिकॉज इट इज हैविंग अ कॉन्जुगेटेड एल्कीन बीइंग फॉर्म्ड इनसाइड द रिंग so enol content will be more for the second compound than the first compound it is a good question and I'm sure the language of the question is a little tricky and you're able to decode the language option C देख लो यहाँ पे तो एरोमेटिसिटी आ गई तो C is 100% compound 1 will be having more enol content as compared to compound 2 so C हो गया करेक्ट सिमिलरली D में भी यहाँ पे एरोमेटिसिटी आ गई और यहाँ पे एरोमेटिसिटी नहीं है तो फर्स्ट कंपाउंड का इनॉल ज्यादा होगा राइट सो D becomes आंसर क्रॉस कॉन्जुगेशन नहीं ना श्लोक है ना कॉन्जुगेशन क्रॉस कॉन्जुगेशन ये होता है ये क्रॉस कॉन्जुगेशन ठीक है सो ध्यान ही तो देना है ध्यान देना ही तो सीख रहे हैं हम तो आई एम श्योर इट इज क्लियर A C and D becomes the answer next one question number 12 it's an integer type question बच्चा पार्टी give me a number Kanav is saying 10 Shlok is saying 10 Mubarak is saying 8 Suraj is saying 12 Chemistry lover is saying 10 तो मतलब you're a chemistry lover for a reason, huh? It seems that you love chemistry. Good answers. जल्दी answers देने हैं भाई इतना टाइम नहीं लगाना है थोड़ा स्पीड अप करो बहुत सारे सवाल हैं तो I am sure you're able to count all these hydrogens तो 9 मत आंसर देना एक हाइड्रोजन यहाँ भी है total 10 hydrogens are there so all the possibilities you have to count in so 10 becomes the answer. Easy peasy. Next one question number 13. The decreasing order of the enol contents of the following compounds is again make an enol form and wherever you see intramolecular hydrogen bonding possible make it सबके enol form बना लो So Kanav is giving very quick answers. Very good, Kanav. Keep it up. C option you're saying. We'll see. So you're giving me an answer very quick, but we have to see whether you're giving right or not. Shaurya is saying A. Shaurya. Tanish has also given A. Okay, now chemistry lover has changed. Okay, no. I'm talking about Kanav. Kanav has given C abhi tak. Okay, chemistry lover has given A. Omkar is saying A. तो ये समझ में आ रहा है बच्चा, मैंने क्यों दूसरा वाला इनोलाइज नहीं किया, मैंने क्यों यहाँ पे छोड़ दिया. हो सकता है मैं गलत हूं, बट यहाँ पे आप पूरा ऑटोनॉमी है आपको करेक्ट करने का और सोचने का. राइट तो यहाँ पे इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग है. भाई सस्ता नशेड़ी, ये जो नाम है इसकी वजह से तो नहीं टू स्लो आवाज सुनाई दे रही है. जो सस्ते नशे हो रहे हैं उसकी वजह से तो नहीं हो रही है आवाज कम. नाम देखो, सस्ता नशेड़ी, हद ही हो गई है. बताओ, यहां पे भी एक तो नशेड़ी, वो भी सस्ता. बाप रे. ये समझ में आ रहा है. इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग, एक ही हाइड्रोजन को निकाल के मैंने इनॉल फॉर्म बनाया क्योंकि इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग आ रही है. राइट ओके, तो ये तो हो गया सबसे ज्यादा स्टेबल. 1 हो गया सबसे ज्यादा स्टेबल. सो 50-50 आपके सामने हो चुका है. आंसर कैन नॉट बी बी, आंसर कैन नॉट बी डी. हाँ, केमिस्ट्री ने एवरीडे, ये सही है. केमिस्ट्री भी डाल दो, ये बहुत बढ़िया. कुछ नहीं तो केमिस्ट्री भी डाल दो. समझ रहे थे मैम, अल्कोहल फिनॉल ईथर कर रहे होंगे तो वो अलग से समझने जाएंगे फिर कि मैम हमें समझना था सॉल्युबिलिटी वाटर के अंदर होती है या नहीं होती है. हाँ, बाप रे, हाउ टू डील. सेकेंड वन, लुक एट दिस. इसको मैं कंपेयर करूं इस एल्कीन को इस एल्कीन से, तो ये ज्यादा इसलिए स्टेबल है क्योंकि एक एंडो सिस्टम है. राइट इसमें एंडो सिस्टम है, एंडो बॉन्ड है. ज्यादा स्टेबल होता है एक एंडो एल्कीन एज कंपेयर टू एन एलिसाइक्लिक एल्कीन लाइक दिस. बट अगर आपको सेकेंड, थर्ड और फोर्थ को कंपेयर करना है तो आप देख लो, ये एक टर्मिनल एल्कीन है और ये सब्स्टिट्यूटेड एल्कीन है. मोर ओवर इफ यू सी यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड जब आप इमेजिन करोगे क्या हो रहा है, डेल्टा प्लस इमेजिन करो यहाँ पर, क्योंकि यहाँ पे डेल्टा माइनस है ऑक्सीजन की वजह से और यहाँ पे डेल्टा प्लस है बिकॉज ऑफ द पोलैरिटी दैट इज बीइंग डेवलप्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. तो ये चीज है जो बुलाती है हाइड्रोजन को अपने पास. राइट और अगर यहाँ पे एक प्लस आई ग्रुप लगा हो तो यहाँ का जो डेल्टा प्लस है काफी स्टेबलाइज होगा, तो इसका कीटो फॉर्म ही बनना चाहेगा, इनॉल फॉर्म नहीं. राइट सो फोर्थ हो गया लीस्ट. तो फोर्थ हो गया लीस्ट, दैट मीन्स A has to be your answer. So Ganesh, rather than using the term resonance, use the term aromaticity and then we can compare the two. So aromaticity any day is going to produce more enol content as compared to hydrogen bonding. Okay, Ganesh, I hope that gives you an answer. Question number 14, Bacha Party. I am not going to help you out for this C6H14 because this is directly from the class and this is a previous year question also. कना बच्चा दोबारा एक बारी देखियो तू वापस आकर सेशन. मैं आपको एश्योर कर रही हूं कि मैं सारे के सारे कमेंट्स रीड करती हूँ, अच्छे बुरे जो भी लिखते हो, जैसे भी लिखते हो. आई रीड ऑल योर कमेंट्स एंड आई विल रिप्लाई इफ यू आस्क मी एनी क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. Right? So anything that you're writing as your comments, the feedback that you're writing, the questions that you're writing, it goes through me. So make sure if you want to ask anything, feel free to ask. I have replied in the past also and I will keep replying in the future also. So make sure if you feel there's some gap, let's keep the momentum going. But if you want to still ask, put it as a question and I'll answer for sure. Okay, the number of structural isomers of C6H14 are, I'm sure everybody is able to make it, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ये 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ये 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything possible? No. Only 5 are possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are possible. I hope everybody is giving 5 as the answer. This was the easiest question possible. 14th का हो गया C. Very good Shaurya. Good chemistry lover. Good Tanish. Tanish Garg. Absolutely right. Omkar C. बिल्कुल सही. Mubarak बिल्कुल सही. Degree of unsaturation 0. So 5. Very good Mubarak. That's the right way of going about. Ma'am, one question, it was being aromatic, so why we did not tautomerize both the ketones? नहीं आ रहा होगा गणेश, दोबारा वीडियो दोबारा देखियो और मेरे को बताइयो कि दिख रही दो मतलब एरोमेटिसिटी आ रही है या नहीं, है ना? ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. I don't want to go back because we have a lot of questions to do. So Ganesh, tag me the timeline and I will see to it, like I said, in the comments. Next one, question number 15. Which of the following compounds will show geometrical isomerism? So here we enter now the realm of stereoisomerism, children. Stereoisomerism. नहीं बच्चा, वहां पे एरोमेटिसिटी आ भी नहीं रही थी. अगर आप चेक करोगे, वन वाज sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड कार्बन. तो अगर sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड कार्बन बची हुई है तो एरोमेटिसिटी किसी भी कॉस्ट पे नहीं आती. एक साइक्लोपेंटेन सिस्टम पे तब आती है, 2 डबल बॉन्ड हो और माइनस हो, 6 पाई इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. वहां पे एरोमेटिसिटी नहीं आ रही है, सिर्फ इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग काम कर रही थी इसलिए. ठीक है गणेश, चेक करियो. ठीक है, चलो आंसर. इट कैन बी अ मल्टीपल सिलेक्ट क्वेश्चन. कंपाउंड्स पूछ रहा है वो, MSQ है ये. प्लीज बी केयरफुल. सो एनीबडी हु इज गिविंग जस्ट वन ऑप्शन एज आंसर, प्लीज चेक. Chemistry lover is saying A and D. Okay. Omkar is saying A. Okay. Ankit is saying A. Okay. A and C. Okay. 1-phenyl propene and butene. चलो चिले. A and C. Okay. चलो चेक करते हैं. But2ene. Restricted system, yes. Different group on either sides of the terminal, yes. A 100% will be the answer. Propene, though restricted system, yes, but 2 atoms are same on one side of the terminal, so B cannot be your answer. 1-phenyl propene, तो ये है 1-phenyl propene. आपका एक group restricted system, yes. Different group on the terminals, यहाँ पे methyl और hydrogen, यहाँ पे phenyl और hydrogen. So C has to be your answer because different groups, both the conditions are fulfilled. 2-methyl but2ene. So this is where I'm drawing option D. 2-methyl but2ene. तो ये हो गया आपका सिस्टम. ये यहाँ पे 2 methyl same group on either side. That means D cannot be your answer. A and C, my lord, becomes the right answer for this question. Easy. So A, C, D. D गलत हो गया है ना तनिष? केयरफुल गर्ग साहब, गलत नहीं करना है. श्लोक, ACD गलत हो गया ना. D चेक करो, 2 मिथाइल हैं. बी वेरी केयरफुल एंड डू नॉट से एट द एंड ऑफ द डे मैम सिली मिस्टेक हो गया. दीज आर नॉट सिली मिस्टेक्स. ब्लंडर नहीं करना. नेक्स्ट वन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 16. Which of the following compounds will show geometrical isomerism? 1-phenyl 2-butene, 3-phenyl 1-butene. So this is going to give you a good practice of IUPAC nomenclature also. 1-phenyl 2-butene. 3-phenyl 1-butene. 2-phenyl 1-butene. 1,1-diphenyl prop 1-ene. दीबू भाई कह रहे हैं हमारे A, Chemistry lover A. Kanav is saying A. Shaurya is saying A and D. बच्चा पार्टी चेक कर लो. वन ओ मेरे बनाए हुए स्ट्रक्चर पे मत जाना भाई लोग. गलत बनाती हूँ मैं कई बारी आपको परेशान करने के लिए. हाँ ओमकार समझ में आ रहा है. ए एंड डी जो भी मेरे स्ट्रक्चर को देखकर बता रहा है डी, उसने वन डाइफिनाइल पढ़ा ही नहीं. वो सिर्फ स्ट्रक्चर देख रहा है, चीटिंग कर रहा है. नो चीटिंग फ्रॉम माय आंसर्स. हाँ चलेगा नहीं ऐसा. ठीक है. सो इफ यू सी restricted system, yes. Different groups on either side, yes. So A becomes your answer. Here hydrogen, two atoms are same on one side of the terminal. यहाँ पे भी hydrogen same on one side of the terminal. Here phenyl same to same on one side of the terminal. So A becomes the answer. Right? Do not fall in my trap, I'm telling you. Make use of your own mind. Next one, question number 17. Which compound will show geometrical isomerism? Exact question from my session. ये मैंने, if you remember, rapid fire questions की तरह कराया था. I have made it in a form of MCQ to check whether you're listening in my classes or you're just passing time. Which compounds will show geometrical isomerism? Restricted system है, but chlorine not possible. ये hydrogen not possible. ये इसमें तो दूसरा है ही क्या? Not possible. B becomes the answer. Rapid fire. Good. Great. Next one. Question 18. Again from my session. Which compounds will show geometrical isomerism? Multiple select question, children. Exactly from my class. So I am not going to spend time to understand the explanation. Please go to the session of stereoisomerism that I have conducted. Okay. So B, 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 A, C, D, 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 A, C, D. Okay. Now this answer is giving me OCD. Let's see. Double bond, alag-alag group, A will show geometrical isomerism. Double bond, alag-alag group will show, one is methyl and one is hydrogen, will show geometrical isomerism. Triple bond, not show geometrical isomerism. 4 different groups will show geometrical isomerism. A, C, D is absolutely right. Question 19. Which compound will show geometrical isomerism? Again from my session, I will not give you answer, detailed answer, very quick. Jaldi se batao. हाँ मुबारक कौन है ये बबिता? बबिता जी. B for बबिता. मतलब why on earth only Babita have you written, by the way? B for Byju's भी तो बोल सकते थे. Okay. So again it is an MSQ, multiple select question. Kanav is saying all A, B, C, D. Ghost motivation is giving B. और बाकी जो सही आंसर्स थे उनको घोस्ट आउट कर दिया लग रहा है. केमिस्ट्री लवर इज सेइंग ABC. श्लोक ABCD ही सेइंग ओके. दिलीप इज सेइंग ABC. चलो ये समझ में आ गया. डबल बॉन्ड है यहाँ पे. लोन पेयर को हम एक सेपरेट ग्रुप की तरह कंसिडर करते हैं. मिथाइल तो अलग अलग ग्रुप्स हुए. A विल शो. हियर डबली बॉन्डेड सिस्टम. इफ यू सी हियर यहाँ पे एक बॉन्ड है, यहाँ पे एक बॉन्ड है, यहाँ पे मिथाइल है और यहाँ पे हमारे पास इसके अराउंड कार्बन विद द हाइड्रोजन है. तो द 2 टर्मिनल्स कैन बी कंसिडर्ड डिफरेंट. सो येस दे आर डिफरेंट एंड दीज the 2 groups here on left side are also different, right side are also different. So C will also be there, right? यहाँ पे अगर आप देखो OH and lone pair different groups, different group. B is also here, right? And if you remember, इसको मैंने बोला था कोई आपकी मदद नहीं करेगा. सेशन ढूंढ लो, सेशन देख लो. मैंने वहाँ पे भी बताया था लोन पे कोई एग्जामिनर आपको इतना स्पून फीड नहीं करने वाला है कि लोन पे बनाकर दिखाएगा. तो यहाँ पे ग्रुप अलग हो गए. हाइड्रोजन और नाइट्रोजन अलग ग्रुप हो गए. रिस्ट्रिक्टेड सिस्टम बिकॉज ऑफ दिस साइक्लो हेट्रोसाइक्लिक रिंग आ गया. एंड यहाँ पे मिथाइल और हाइड्रोजन अलग हो गए, तो D will also be right. All four of them are your right answers. क्या बात है, क्या बात है मुबारक. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट वन. वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. इट्स अ लेवल अप. Which compounds will show geometrical isomerism? Let's see. Again, think of it as MSQ. Multiple answers can be correct. अर्पण आएंगे अभी ऑप्टिकल पे. नेक्स्ट सवाल ऑप्टिकल पे या आफ्टर जियोमेट्रिकल. विल कम टू इट. Okay, Dilip is saying C and D. Kanav is saying A, B and C. B, C and D. Okay. B, C and D. Okay. Absolutely, Rahul. Sahani saab, bilkul. Directly ask questions. You will see I have come up with a lot of advanced questions also in today's session. You will see that. Optical isomerism specifically. हाँ, तो जो कह रहा है A will not show, here is something that I can use to make you explain it. Everybody can see the structure. बच्चा बाटी ज़्यादा छोटा है क्या? Everybody can see this. If you see this ring and the double bond are such that ये जो terminal atoms हैं ये एक plane में नहीं है. ये दिख रहा है, इतना दिख रहा है. They're not in one plane. It's a little smaller. How it is डबल बॉन्ड के यहाँ पे जो दो हाइड्रोजन है और साइक्लो के साथ जो दो सिस्टम है ये दो प्लेन में नहीं है. ये वाले अगर इस प्लेन में है, एक हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन में, तो ये वाले वर्टिकल प्लेन में है. ये समझ में आ रहा है? So you will not think of it if you know cycle, cumulines. There are two types of cumulines. One is an even cumuline and one is an odd cumuline. When you look at even cumuline, the molecule, the atoms or molecule on the terminals, तो ये पूरा का पूरा system आप लेंगे. The molecule or terminals are perpendicular to each other, and when they are perpendicular to each other, बच्चा पार्टी, that point of time you can't talk about geometrical isomerism, right? Why? Because you would see geometrical isomerism की definition क्या थी? Their geometries needs to be different. Their lengths, the length of this group from this and from this will be same. Right? ये यहाँ से और ये यहाँ से same है, ये यहाँ से और यहाँ से same है. Geometry सी नहीं बदल रही है. So whenever you have even cumuline or such kind of an alkene with a cyclo group, they're not in one plane. But when we have odd cumuline, they are in the same plane. So this entire thing is your restricted system. And then you will check the same condition number 2, different groups on either side, different group on either side. So here if you check, we have an even cumuline kind of a system. So you would not take the entire thing as a one restricted system here, because there will be no geometrical isomerism because of the entire system. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब क्या करें फिर? तो अब हम साइक्लो के अराउंड देखेंगे. इफ यू सी साइक्लो का अराउंड, तो both the methyls can be on the same side, or one methyl can be above the plane and another one can be below the plane. You understand? So because of this cyclo system, there can be possibility of GI. इसको भूल जाओ. डबल बॉन्ड के अराउंड भी भूल जाओ अभी फिलहाल. साइक्लो सिस्टम के अराउंड तो हो सकता है. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, अगर लेट्स से एक इस तरीके से है और एक इस तरीके से है, so if you understand around this double bond, because of this double bond there will be no GI, but because of the cyclo system there will be GI. Why? Because of the double bond, there will be no Gi because hydrogens hai, right? Right? Okay. भाई क्या हो गया? कौन से ट्रैंक्विलाइजर्स चाहिए यहाँ पे? Can we look at this, please? It is not right to make the class suffer like this, please. है ना? Okay. Now, if I talk about odd cumulines, you've understood, like Dilip is saying, that they are going to show geometrical isomers. But here all the systems are like even cumulines, so we will look at the cyclosystem individually and decide. So if you look at this cyclosystem, or if you look at this double bond also, what you have is a hydrogen and a lone pair, two different groups, yes. Around this double bond you have one this side and one this side. You have a bromine and here you have a chlorine, so again different bonds, so C will show. Here also you have methyl and hydrogen, different groups. Here also around this double bond, restricted bond, if you see, here we have hydrogens attached and here we have bromine, so the two can be considered different groups, so this will also show. But if you see this CH3 and H, so we have H and CH3, two different groups. Here also if you see, both are carbons, carbon, there's a tie, carbon, carbon tie, carbon, carbon tie. These two, this and this will be considered as a same group, so D will not show. So answer is B and C for this question. Good question. And I am sure now it is in your mind and understanding. Great. Simple. Easy. A will have stereoisomers. Absolutely right. Okay. Why? Because there is a possibility of cis and there's a possibility of trans. When we have a trans isomer possible, there will be no plane of symmetry. But if we have a cis form, there is going to be a plane of symmetry. Okay. If you're asking me about the video on IUPAC nomenclature, make sure you download the Akash Byju's app. There I have taken IUPAC nomenclature pe session beautifully, if you see, and that's free of cost, nothing, no charges. Just go there and directly go to directly go to IUPAC nomenclature. Nomenclature is a separate chapter in the app, if you would see. I have myself taken it and we have done it in the most sci-fi way possible. So do make sure you visit it and look at the quality of the content there. Amazing it is. Right? बाकी अपने मुंह मियां मिट्टू क्या बनना, आगे चलते हैं. Question number 21. How many cis and trans compounds are here? जल्दी से बताओ. कितने cis है, कितने trans है? Options. Look at the options. Okay, so I'm sure you can see this is a cis form. This is a trans form. This, because both are on the same side, this is a cis form. Both are on the opposite side. This is a trans form. So we have two cis, two trans. A becomes the answer. शौर्या यार, B कहाँ से हो गया यार? ऐसे नहीं करना है, right? इजी पीजी क्वेश्चन में बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं करना है कि आंसर गलत आए. So A becomes the answer. I hope it is hashtag high definition crystal clear. Question number 22. Which one of the following exhibits cis trans isomerism? Jaldi se, very easy question. Again, conditions को फटाफट monitor करो. Condition number 1, restricted rotation होना मांगता है. Condition number 2, different atoms or groups on either side of the terminal. जल्दी से बच्चा पार्टी. Bang on. AD. हाँ ऑब्वियसली भाई, हाइड्रोजन हाइड्रोजन सेम एटम्स हो गए ना, यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे, तो कहाँ से होगा बी सी एंड डी? ओनली ए बिकम्स योर आंसर. मुबारक, डी कैसे चेक करो ना, 2 हाइड्रोजन से यहाँ पे. क्या देख रहे हो, कहाँ हो? हेलो. चलो, ए बिकम्स द आंसर. आई होप यू गॉट व्हेनेवर such easy questions are there. This is time for you to conserve your energy there. वहाँ पे टाइम बचाना है और जहाँ अटको वहाँ पे टाइम लगाना है. So question number 23, select the cis isomer among the following. अभी यहाँ पे चेयर फॉर्म मैंने कराया नहीं है, बट आई एम श्योर यू, सॉरी बोट फॉर्म कराया नहीं है, बट बोट फॉर्म में भी आप इजीली समझ जाओगे कि क्या कॉन्सेप्ट लग रहा है. लेट्स सी, दिस इज अ कॉन्ग्लोमरेशन ऑफ कॉन्फर्मेशनल आइसोमेरिज्म विद जियोमेट्रिकल आइसोमेरिज्म. तो ये ऊपर सिस फॉर्म है, ये ऊपर और ये भी ऊपर, ये नीचे और ये भी नीचे. एक ऊपर है एक नीचे है, एक ऊपर है एक नीचे है. तो अगर ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में है तो मतलब कि ट्रांसफॉर्म हो गए, अगर सेम डायरेक्शन में है तो सिस फॉर्म हो गए. ए एंड बी बिकम्स योर आंसर. गुड दिलीप, वेरी गुड. कनव, गुड केमिस्ट्री लवर. गुड श्वेता. नो श्वेता, ए एंड बी बोथ आपको आंसर देना चाहिए था, तब गुड मिलता, अभी नो गुड. शौर्य, ए बी, वेरी गुड. गुड आर एस एस. अनु, गुड. हाँ, अब मेरे आंसर बताने के बाद नहीं करना है, ठीक है. सो कनव, एक्सियल और इक्विटोरियल जो भी ऐसे वर्टिकल दिख रहे हैं वो एक्सियल है, जो भी ऐसे नहीं है टेढ़े मेढ़े है वो इक्विटोरियल है, राइट. चलो, क्वेश्चन नंबर 24, विच ऑफ वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग एग्जिबिट्स दिस ट्रांस आइसोमेरिज्म? अगेन अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन ऑफ जीआई, क्विक. जीओसी की क्लास ही हो रही है और क्या हो रहा है नदीम? जीओसी की क्लास ही तो हो रही है. ये क्वेश्चंस आर द बेस्ट वे टू लर्न थियोरी. You can never learn organic chemistry without questions. So I'm sure this is high definition, crystal clear, that only one possibility is here, which is option C. Here if you see, A optical isomerism जरूर दिखाएगा क्योंकि एक कार्बन अलग अलग ग्रुप से अटैच्ड है, हाइड्रोजन, मिथाइल, क्लोरीन and COOH. So it will be a chiral carbon, but it is not cis trans. It is not going to show cis trans. Here also, if you see, single bond है because of one single bond, conformational isomerism होगा, but not GI. And triple bond में तो हम देख ही चुके हैं, no GI. So C becomes the answer. Easy. Question number 25. Which of the following compounds will exhibit GI? Again, very quickly. Butuene, butuine, butane to all, butanol. Very quick. So AIEEE, so this is MCQ. एक आंसर, क्विक आंसर मेरे को चाहिए. एक ही आंसर करेक्ट है, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन है. लेट्स सी, पुराना है काफी बट nonetheless. So Kanav is saying A, Crystal AV is saying A, Tanish A, Mitaksh A, Chemistry Lover A, RSS A, Anu A, Shlok A. हाँ, तो समझ में आ गया. ब्यूट टू ईन तो 100% दिखाएगा. ब्यूट टू आइन अभी मना किया मैंने कि नहीं भाई, ट्रिपल बॉन्ड्स नहीं दिखाते हैं. ब्यूटेन टू ऑल, अगेन सिर्फ ब्यूटेन टू ऑल रिस्ट्रिक्टेड सिस्टम ही नहीं है. ब्यूटेनल अगेन रिस्ट्रिक्टेड सिस्टम ही नहीं है. ए बिकम्स द आंसर. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 26, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग डज नॉट शो जियोमेट्रिकल आइसोमेरिज्म? डज नॉट शो. पुराना सवाल है, प्रीवियस ईयर है, MCQ ही है, सिंगल करेक्ट है. सो 1,2 डाइक्लोरोपेंटीन में ऐसे सवाल इसलिए लाई हूं ताकि आपका नॉमेनक्लेचर भी प्रैक्टिस हो जाए. 1,2 डाइक्लोरो. सो यू कैन सी दैट दिस विल शो बिकॉज अलग ग्रुप है, अलग ग्रुप है, अलग ग्रुप है, अलग ग्रुप है. A will show 1,3 dichloropentuene. So 1,3. So ये भी अलग ग्रुप है, अलग ग्रुप है. यहाँ पे ये भी अलग ग्रुप है और हाइड्रोजन भी अलग ग्रुप है. B will also show 1,1 dichloropenteene. So 1,1 डाइक्लोरो जैसे ही कर लिया तो सेम ग्रुप जैसे ही दिखे तो C आपका कभी नहीं दिखाएगा. D 1,4 डाइक्लोरोपेंटुईन. So 1,4 1 2 3 4. तो जैसे ही आपको ये दिख रहा है तो यहाँ पे भी अलग ग्रुप्स हैं. यू कैन चेक. One is hydrogen, one is this entire group, one is this hydrogen, one is this entire group. So this will show. So C becomes the answer. ठीक है. चलो, question number 27. Net dipole moment is non-zero for. जल्दी से, very quick. Net dipole moment is non-zero for 1,4 dichlorobenzene, 1,2 dichloroethene, 1,2 dichloroethene with the trans and a cis दो वेरिएंट है. 1,4 dihydroxybenzene. It's better you write the number and tell me the answer so that I do not see any lagging वाले answers here. हाँ, सिस फॉर्म ऑब्वियसली कनव इज सेइंग, बट हमेशा ये ऑब्वियसली नहीं होता है, कई बार, है ना. तो आई एम श्योर 1,4 डाइक्लोरो में क्लोरीन क्लोरीन एकदम ऑपोजिट है, म्यू विल बी 0. 1,4 डाइहाइड्रोक्सी में भी बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट है, म्यू विल बी 0. ट्रांस में 1,2 डाइक्लोरो में भी ऑब्वियसली 0. सो बी बिकम्स योर आंसर, राइट. बट जो मैंने ऑब्वियसली वाली बात करी विल बी क्लियर विद दिस क्वेश्चन. टेल मी फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, रीड इट, टेल मी. Okay, Shlok has given the quickest answer, 28th. Option C, Shlok is saying. Very good, Shlok, for the quickness that you have shown. RSS is saying option D. Shaurya is saying D. Crystal is saying C. Mubarak is saying C. Dilip is saying C. Mitaksh is saying D. Chemistry lover is saying C. Kanav is saying C. हाँ, तो ये डायरेक्टली मेरे सेशन से सवाल है. आई एम श्योर यू रिमेंबर आउट ऑफ sp3 hybridized carbon and sp2 hybridized carbon, sp2 hybridized carbon is more electronegative, so net dipole will be towards sp2 hybridized carbon. And out of carbon and chlorine also more electronegativity is of chlorine. So if we consider the two vectors and resolve it like this by bringing them together, net dipole moment is in one direction. Whereas for the other one, if you see, यहाँ पे towards this है और यहाँ पे towards this है, so they cancel out relatively. It will not be 0, but it will cancel out. So mu of 1 will be greater than mu of 2. If the dipole moment of 1 is greater than the dipole moment of the 2, that means boiling point of 1 is greater than boiling point of 2. And we automatically know that transform will always have higher melting point because of the better efficiency. So melting point of 1 is greater than melting point of 2. And trans is always more stable than cis here also because of less repulsion. So stability of 1 is greater than that of 2. So 1 greater than 2, 1 greater than 2. Here 2 greater than 1. Melting point यहाँ पे 1 greater than 2, 1 greater than 2. So 50-50 आपका हो चुका है और आपको इनमें से डिसाइड करना था. मेल्टिंग पॉइंट से क्लियरली डिसाइड हो गया कि C becomes your answer. Okay, chemistry lover, I am there on the Akash Byju's JE channel, right? And I'm sure Tuesday and Friday is something which is on your calendars, everybody. भूलना नहीं है अब. Tuesday and Friday, 1 p.m. sharp, I am coming every week. But I will increase the frequency about which I will tell in the end. But abhi is सवाल पे question number 29 पे focus करो. What should be the minimum conditions to show geometrical isomerism? All that we have done, compiled together. Let's see for once and for all. Restricted rotation about double bond or ring. Condition number 1, ये तो होना ही मांगता है. Groups which are responsible to show geometrical isomerism differ in their relative distance. ये तो definition है geometrical की, होना ही मांगता है. Free rotation about single bond, ये confirmation की बात कहाँ से आ गई यहाँ पे? Two different groups at both restricted atoms, बिल्कुल सही. तो A, B और D, I'm sure ये conditions आप दिमाग में रखकर ही सारे answers कर रहे हैं. So this cannot go wrong. A, B and D. अभी भी मैं देख रही हूँ बच्चों ने A, B and D नहीं दिया है कनव के अलावा. Chemistry lover, now you're saying, अब तो सबके आ रहे हैं. बहुत सही, बहुत सही, very good. हम तो cheating करते ही नहीं है मैम. हम तो wait ही नहीं करते हैं आपके आंसर का. चलो A, B and D. यहाँ तक सब आसान है. यहाँ ये भी फटाफट बताओ. Which of the following is not a correct statement? Geometrical isomers can have different physical properties. Not correct. A compound having double bond always show geometrical isomerism. Acyclic compound having only single bond does not show geometrical isomerism. Cyclodecene can show cis and transform. Okay, Shaurya is saying B, Shlok is saying B. Krunal, okay, is saying B. Kanav is saying B. Chemistry lover, these sessions are primarily for our Byju students first, then anybody else, है ना? तो आप लोगों के लिए पहले, but yes, we are planning in such a way कि I'll keep you updated about the live session on the app also going forward. अभी I'm taking it on YouTube only, ठीक है? Live session only on YouTube. HC Dilip Kumar Gupta B, RSS B, Mitaksh B, okay. Always is not possible. बिल्कुल सही. तो आपको ये समझ में आया? Always problematic है. डबल बॉन्ड का होना मतलब ये नहीं है कि geometrical isomerism होगा ही. Second condition जो है different atoms or groups on either side of the terminals is very important. So B becomes incorrect. Rest all are correct. Next one. Question number 31. In the following structure, the double bonds are marked as 1, 2, 3, 4. Geometrical isomerism is not possible at sites. हाँ, ये समझ में आ गया? बिल्कुल सही. Good Mubarak, good Kanav, good RSS, good Dilip, very good. Rest of you buckle up very quick, हाँ. आपको दिख रहा है 2 मिथाइल है यहाँ पर, but if you see this is another group, this is another group, this is another group, hydrogen is another group, here also this is another group, this entire thing is other group, other. Similarly, all other, only it is one, so option A becomes the right answer. Acyclic compound having only single bond does not show geometrical isomer. बिल्कुल सही बात तो है. Single bond में कहाँ से geometrical isomer होगा अगर restricted rotation ही नहीं है? कार्तिक, hello, wake up. So A is correct answer here. Very simple question. So this was also MSQ, but you nailed it. Only one option was correct here. A. Total number of position isomers of trichlorocyclohexane. So beware of the nomenclature also. Which can show geometrical isomerism is Total number of position isomers of, so it's a good conglomeration of geometrical isomerism with structural isomerism. बढ़िया मिक्सचर है ये. आपको बताने पोजिशनल आइसोमर्स ही, उनके जियोमेट्रिकल आइसोमर काउंट करके नहीं बताने आंसर. आपको बताना है आंसर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कि पोजिशन आइसोमर ऐसा जो कि अलग अलग जियोमेट्रिकल आइसोमर्स दे सकता है. टोटल कितने होंगे ये नहीं बताना है. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? सो अगर मैं पोजिशनल आइसोमर की बात करूं साइक्लोहेक्सेन के इस तरीके की, या फिर इस तरीके का, या फिर इस तरीके से, no other possibility, right? If you're making any other possibility, that is the GI that you're making. और बताओ और क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है? और कोई पॉसिबिलिटी है नहीं. या तो 1 3 5 पॉसिबिलिटी है, या 1 2 3 पॉसिबिलिटी है, या 1 2 4 possibility. Any other possibility? Those who are saying 6, tell me the position isomer that you are making. कौन सा positional isomer बना रहे हैं आप? बताइए. कहाँ पे रख रहे हैं क्लोरीन? Like I said, this is not an authoritative teaching. You can certainly correct me if I'm wrong anywhere, but I'm sure you're repeating something, है ना? So B becomes the answer. Please make sure you do not make it incorrect. ये easy सवाल हैं, गलत नहीं होने चाहिए, है ना? कुछ भी और बनाओगे वो repeat होगा इनका. ठीक है? ऑर्थो मेटा पैरा टर्म नहीं यूज कर सकते दिलीप. these are not benzene, and ऑर्थो मेटा पैरा is restricted to benzene system. ठीक है? Next one. Which of the following molecules is optically active? Now we are on optically active. Think of optical activity from the perspective of plane of symmetry and center of symmetry and carbon attached to 4 different groups. ये दोनों हमारे hacks थे. ठीक है? So Karthik, let's not go on 30th now. Let's be in the present moment. If you have any doubt, put it in the comments and I will answer it. Don't worry. So, question number 33, everyone. Be on 33. Let's make it happen. It is 2:33. Very quickly, huh? You do it. Okay. So, optically active ढूंढना है हमें. Of course, you can plan passing a plane like this, जहाँ पे क्लोरीन ऊपर, हाइड्रोजन नीचे. It's having a plane of symmetry. POS present. That means optically inactive. Similarly, if you pass a plane like this, passing through bromine, carbon, chlorine, the two halves are going to be mirror images of each other. So plane of symmetry is present in C also. If you see this one, though there is no center of symmetry here in option B, but if you see, there is a plane of symmetry. If I pass a plane like this, there is chlorine niche, chlorine niche, chlorine niche, chlorine niche. B also is going to be optically inactive. Hence, D becomes your answer. यहाँ पर, if you pass a plane like this, by no means, if bromine is ऊपर, here chlorine is niche, and then अगर bromine ऊपर है तो यहाँ पे भी bromine ऊपर होना चाहिए. तो there is no plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry is also absent. Center of symmetry is also absent. So D becomes the answer. Question number 34. The unusually stable 3-membered unsaturated compound, Feist acid, wow, Feist, was found to be optically active in nature. Its structure is, okay, I think I will leave it right now. Let's not do it because this needs knowledge of some carboxylic acids. So do not worry about the aspect of knowing the carboxylic acid. Just think of optical activity here. Just forget about the carboxylic acid part. Think of the optical activity part, right? Even if you do not know acid here. So do you understand? If we are saying optically active, then if we pass a plane like this, they are going to be mirror images of each other, so plane of symmetry if present, it will be optically inactive. Similarly, here also, if you pass a plane like this, and also let me tell you, there's no chiral carbon here, right? There is no chiral carbon here. And if you observe, this entire thing can be considered having a plane of symmetry because ये कार्बन और ये कार्बन सेम प्लेन में है. COOH एक ऊपर है और एक नीचे लिया आपने, और एक मिथाइल भी इसी प्लेन में लिया आपने, तो you will have a bisection. So this is also not possible, and this will become even more clear when we will be doing carboxylic acid. Same thing is applicable here also, so B becomes your answer. Without even the knowledge of Feist acid and stuff, we can do it, right? हाँ, ऐसे ही मुबारक -1 आते हैं. So खैर, this gave us a practice of plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, but this one is now a mix of two, okay? Compounds that can show geometrical isomerism as well as optical isomerism. You have to think of both. GI bhi, OI bhi. Both you have to think. Come on, very quick. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, डबल बॉन्ड के राउंड देखना. स्टार्ट गोइंग ऑन द आइदर साइड. अगर डबल बॉन्ड के राउंड नहीं है, देन कम टू द साइक्लो रिंग and start looking at if there are more than one, the restricted rotation is because of the cyclo system, and the groups you have to check whether we have more than 2 groups or not, which are different. तो GI clear है. Optical isomerism को check करने के लिए you would have to pass a plane, and if you see, none of them will have a plane of symmetry. क्यों? क्योंकि like I said, it is this kind of a system. If you see कि अगर आपके पास एक डबल बॉन्ड और साइक्लो सिस्टम होता है, तो उसके जो ग्रुप्स एटम्स होते हैं वो ऊपर होने शुरू हो जाते हैं, मतलब दे आर इन द डिफरेंट प्लेन, एंड व्हेन दे आर इन डिफरेंट प्लेन, बाय नो मींस यू कैन पास अ प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री. There is not going to be any plane that is going to be dividing the molecule into equal halves. Good question. ओके, ब्लू ब्लड इसी के थ्रू देखते हैं दोबारा. चलो देखते हैं. लेट्स सी. लेट मी टेल यू, नन ऑफ यू हैव गिवन अ राइट आंसर सो फार. एक भी बच्चे का सही आंसर नहीं है अभी तक मेरे पास. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि हमारे पास इस टाइप का सिस्टम क्या है कि आपके पास ये एक प्लेन में है और ये जो रिंग है ये दूसरे प्लेन में, इस तरीके से. सो you can think of this like this, that this is in one plane, the ring is in one plane, and the other one जो pi bond है ये यहाँ पे और ये इस तरीके से, such that the terminal groups are in different directions. अगर ये इस प्लेन में है, say XY plane, right? ये लेते हैं X axis, ये लेते हैं Y axis, ये लेते हैं Z axis. तो अगर ये आपका x और y एक्सिस में, तो ये आपके जो ग्रुप्स हैं वो z के प्लेन में है. यू अंडरस्टैंड? दिस इज गोइंग टू बी z. तो ये आपके z प्लेन में है, लाइक दिस. y एंड z प्लेन में है. That means they're in different planes, and if they're in different planes, by no means you can pass a plane such that it is going to divide the molecule into equal halves. Yeah? So, plane of symmetry is going to be absent in all of them. Center of symmetry also is absent in all of them. All of them are optically active. So, the game is about geometrical isomerism only. Geometrical देखते हैं. Let's see restricted system around double bond. First condition is you need to have restricted rotation. So, double bond की वजह से restricted rotation होगा. यहाँ पे इस terminal को देखो, एक हाइड्रोजन है, एक मिथाइल है, different groups. आप इधर आओ. कैसे हम अलग अलग ग्रुप्स, अगर एक साइक्लिक सिस्टम लगा होता है तो कैसे हम चेक करते हैं? वी गो टू द कार्बन्स, एडजेसेंट कार्बन्स, बोथ आर कार्बन्स, बट आर दे इन द सेम एनवायरमेंट? एनवायरमेंट का मतलब है कि दोनों ही बिल्कुल सेम कंडीशंस में होने चाहिए, बट ये सेम कंडीशंस में नहीं है. इफ यू सी, दिस इज अ 3 degree carbon and this is a 2 degree carbon. Why? Because here methyl is attached, so these two are different. Hence the two groups, एक ये वाला ग्रुप, इसको हम एक ग्रुप कंसिडर कर लेंगे और इसको हम दूसरा ग्रुप, दोनों ग्रुप अलग अलग है, सो GI will exist. सिमिलरली डबल बॉन्ड यहाँ पे आए, ये हाइड्रोजन है, ये मिथाइल है, डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स हियर, यहाँ गए एक डिफरेंट ग्रुप है, यहाँ गए एक डिफरेंट ग्रुप, एक सेम ग्रुप है, मतलब यहाँ पे भी एनवायरमेंट सेम है कार्बन्स का, दोनों मिथाइल हैं, बट देयर कैन बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट एक मिथाइल R है और एक मिथाइल S है, एक मिथाइल अबव द प्लेन है, एक बिलो द प्लेन है, देन ऑल्सो द कंडीशंस आर डिफरेंट, सो GI इज पॉसिबल. लाइफ सक्स, वेरी गुड नेम्स you find out for yourself. GI is equal to chiral, बिल्कुल नहीं, please. Right? Okay. So one can be cis and one can be trans. So here there can be GI because of the different nature of the two carbons that we have. If we talk about this one is going to be cis, one is going to be trans. This is possible, right? I mean, one is wedge and one is dash. That is possible. So even around this double bond, there is possibility of GI because as we go, we should have same environment of the two carbons, but here the environments is going to be different, right? So GI is possible. Here also it is possible. But if you are getting stuck for the doubly bonded system, you all automatically know that if we look for the cyclosystem, then forget about everything of this sort. Cyclosystem mein, because of the ring, there can be restricted rotation, yes. So one can be below the plane and one can be above the plane. So cis is possible, trans is possible, right? Right? Similarly here you can see ये वाला कार्बन और ये वाला कार्बन अलग अलग एनवायरमेंट में है, बट यहाँ पे दो हाइड्रोजन है, बिकॉज ऑफ डबल बॉन्ड देयर विल बी नो GI, but because of the cyclic system, this cyclosystem will act like a restricted system, so one methyl can be above the plane and other methyl can also be above the plane, so cis form is possible, or one methyl is above the plane, one is below the plane, trans form is possible, right? So D will also show answer to this question was A, B, C, D, all four. Good question, very good question in fact, है ना? चलो फटाफट थोड़ा सा और देख लेते हैं, क्वेश्चन नंबर 36 भी देख लेते हैं. लेट्स एटलीस्ट डू इट 40 तक करते हैं, एक अच्छा बेंचमार्क सेट करते हैं. 50 पावरफुल क्वेश्चंस थे, बट आई थिंक बिकॉज आई हैव टेकन MSQ, इट हैज टेकन यू अ व्हाइल टू अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है? In the middle of the session, if you will come and you will say you're stuck, so I can't help you there. You need to see the entire session. Question number 36, Bacha Bati. Out of the following, the alkene that exhibits optical isomerism is? ओके हाँ, यही तो है, यही करिश्मा है कनव इस सवाल का कि आपको कहीं बारी इल्यूजन देंगे. ऐसे सवाल इल्यूजन में नहीं जाना है, प्लीज. इज इट क्लियर that you do not have to look for geometrical isomerism? The question was about optical isomerism, so look for the carbon which is having more than which is attached to 4 different groups. So what is the hack? Optical isomerism समझने के लिए बच्चा पार्टी, it is very important for you to understand the definition first. Definition है कि जो plane polarized light का plane rotate करेगा clockwise या anti clockwise. अब ये चीज experimental है केवल, आप सिर्फ एक्सपेरिमेंट से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो कि प्लेन ऑफ द प्लेन पोलराइज लाइट रोटेट होगा या नहीं. हर वक्त पोलारीमीटर लेके तो घूम नहीं सकते हो. तो हाउ वी गो अबाउट इज वी टेक द मॉलिक्यूल. मॉलिक्यूल को लेते हैं तो हमारे पास सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है उसके एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सिमेट्री चेक करना. एलिमेंट ऑफ सिमेट्री चेक करना एक छोटे कंपाउंड के लिए तो आसान है, एक बहुत ह्यूमंगस मॉलिक्यूल है तो प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री, सेंटर ऑफ सिमेट्री हर वक्त हम पास नहीं कर सकते या चेक नहीं कर सकते. उस केस में हम क्या फाइंड करेंगे कि हम ढूंढेंगे ऐसा कार्बन विच इज अटैच टू 4 डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स. अगर केवल और केवल एक ऐसा कार्बन है तो 100% कंपाउंड इज कायरल. कायरल का मतलब है ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव. अगर more than one chiral carbons हैं, then you have to pass the plane of symmetry and check. Center of symmetry and check. Right? Okay. So I'm sure it is clear the moment you see option D that here we have ethyl, methyl, this entire group and hydrogen, 4 different group. Only one option is there where we have a chiral carbon. So D becomes your answer. Right? Check chiral or optically active if it rotates plane polarized light compound which has interaction with PPL. But this is an experimental thing, Mubarak. है ना? Okay. Question number 37. In which of the following alcohol asymmetric carbon? Now, this is another way of saying chiral carbon. Do not get confused. We can say asymmetric carbon as chiral. ठीक है? देखो B क्यों नहीं है, कोई भी ऐसा कार्बन नहीं है यहाँ पे. इफ यू सी दिस इज ए sp2 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड, आपके पास sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड कार्बन होना मांगता है बॉस. One sp3 hybridized carbon attached to 4 different groups is what we call as chiral. Okay, so रिजॉल्वेबल कंपाउंड हाँ कह सकते हो, रिजॉल्व जो हो सकते हैं, बट थोड़ा सा रिजॉल्वेबल कंपाउंड का डेफिनेशन अलग है विच विल कम टू व्हेन वी विल डू SN1 SN2, राइट, व्हेन वी विल डील विद एनांटियोमर्स एंड डायस्टीरियोमर्स स्पेसिफिकली. सो एसिमेट्रिक एंड कायरल अभी सेम मानना है. Okay, Kanav is saying option D, Dipanvita D, Life Sucks D, RSS D, Utsav D, Dileep D, Chemistry Lover D, Karthik C. Okay, so I'm sure it is clear that C cannot be your answer. Ethyl, ethyl, hydrogen or OH, C cannot be your answer. Here also there is no chiral carbon. B cannot be your answer. A cannot be your answer. Answer is indeed option D. Look at this carbon. Here it is attached to methyl, OH, hydrogen in this entire group. So 4 different groups, chiral carbon. One chiral carbon is 100% optically active, or we can say it has an asymmetric carbon. So D becomes the answer. Question number 38. Come on, we have less than 10 minutes left. Which of the following are correct? If the substance rotates plane polarized light to the right, then it is called dextrorotatory. If all the 4 substituents attached to the carbon are different, the resulting molecule is referred to as asymmetric. If the substance rotates the plane polarized light to the left, then it is called levorotatory. A compound which is superimposable to its mirror image is an optically active compound. Correct बताना है आपको. A बिल्कुल करेक्ट है, जो रोटेट करेगा राइट में वो डेक्स्ट्रोरोटेटरी कहलाता है. A बिल्कुल करेक्ट है. और जो लेफ्ट में रोटेट करेगा वो लीवोरोटेटरी कहलाता है. सी बिल्कुल करेक्ट है. इफ ऑल द 4 substituents attached to a carbon are different, the resulting molecule is referred to as asymmetric molecule. ये भी करेक्ट है, right? But a molecule, a compound which is superimposable to its mirror, non-superimposable. If the 2 compounds are non-superimposable mirror images of each other, then only we say it is optically active. Superimposable, nope. It should be non-superimposable. So D is incorrect. So A, B, C becomes the answer. Shaurya, you got your answer? It is incorrect. हाँ, D has to be incorrect, right? Utsav, समझ में आया गलत किया है? So be careful, okay? Read it very carefully and do not say, ma'am, I did a silly mistake. This is a blunder. So I could have asked you the incorrect answer and only one incorrect answer was there, option D. right? Chalo. Question number 39. Which of the following compound is not chiral? Jaldi se bana lo. Second last question for the day, though we planned 50, but rest of the questions I'm going to roll out few in next class when I will be doing with you hydrocarbons. I'm going to start hydrocarbons in the next session. And along with that, I will be doing conformational isomers. You will understand the relevance of the entire thing that we have done so far. Chloropentane. 1 chloropentane. 3 chloro, 2 methyl, pentane. 1 chloro, 2 methyl, pentane. 2 chloro, pentane. So do you see here we have no such carbon which is attached to 4 different groups. So A is not chiral. That's what we had to find out. B may, if you see, we do not have this particular carbon which is chiral because it is attached to 2 methyls. But if you see this particular carbon, this is attached to 4 different groups. So this is going to be chiral. B certainly chiral. C maybe, if you see, we have this as a different group, this is a different group, this as a different group, this as a different group. So C is also chiral. D also, if you see, one is CH3 group, one is Cl, one is this propyl group, and one is H. So this carbon is also chiral. So be mindful of the term and read the questions carefully. The last question, Bacha Party, for the day. Which of the following have asymmetric carbon atom? Now, you know, when we are saying asymmetric, what you have to look for. So obviously, here if you see 2 hydrogens, here if you see 2 hydrogens, here if you see 2 chlorines, here if you see both are chiral carbons. So asymmetric carbon atoms are available in option, oh no, not this one, 2 hydrogens, only 1 chiral carbon is available. So chiral atom is nothing but asymmetric carbon atom which is there in option D. Okay? Chalo. All right. So tell me from 40, how many have you done right? Ooh, King Fan not giving a single answer, saying 37. कार्तिकेय मिश्रा, मतलब ये जनता छुपा रुस्तम निकली या झूठ है यहाँ पे? हाँ, झूठ चल रहा है या छुपा रुस्तम निकली है ये जनता? हाँ, chalo. Make sure if you have a doubt, revisit the session. The next 10 questions I will take up few through the community post and through few in the session, next session, along with hydrocarbons, which is the agenda for the next session. I will make sure before we complete, before third week of, in fact, by second week of January, we will be covering up everything. In the next session, I will also come up with the entire date sheet, how I'm going to plan my sessions going forward. Prerequisite is anybody who is new right now, make sure you look at the different sessions that we have covered so far. GOC and isomerism, whatever we have done so far, go through that and see you in the next session with hydrocarbons now and the remaining questions which are pending. All right. So this is me, Nitika, signing off. Take a good care of yourself. Bye-bye.